Do not scroll away. Do not mute this voice. I'm close by. I'm that breath you feel deep inside your chest. I was that thin thread that kept you from breaking last night. I get what you're holding on to. I get what you're holding on to. I get what you're worried about losing. I get it, there's a name you keep to yourself when you're lying in bed at night. I get it, you never got that apology, and there was no proper goodbye either. I've experienced that ongoing struggle between feeling hopeful and just being worn out. I've got the message you need, and I'm handing it over to you right now because this is the perfect time. Plus, my messenger has already been on their way to you. Archangel Michael is right there at your door, holding a sword that doesn't hurt but instead helps to keep away what's harmful and brings in what's healing. He's not running late. He's not here yet. He's right here now to share the truth that you're ready to hear. It seems like someone from heaven is reaching out to you about someone who's saying goodbye for good. This isn't meant to bring you down. This isn't a joke. This isn't a mean riddle. This is the mercy you were looking for when you said, "Show me the truth, even if it stings, but hold me while I take it in." I caught that prayer. I can recall every single syllable. I've sealed it up. So today I'm finally opening it. Hey, listen up. A voice can be heard through the veil. It brings back the gentle touch of a hand you used to hold, the smell of a room that's gone now, the morning light that used to feel like it would go on forever, the person who used to look out for you with little acts of kindness, a blanket that's all neatly folded up, a straightforward meal. The caring reprimand that's meant to protect you has come forward and is now talking. They get what you're not saying. They understand the struggle you're facing in your heart for someone who's already starting to walk away. They're not turning because you didn't succeed. They're not turning because you don't deserve it. They're changing course because of your story, and there's something divine at play here. So, don't tie your life to a boat that's already coming loose from its mooring. This isn't abandonment. It's all about alignment. This isn't punishment. It's all about protection. What seems like a loss will actually turn out to be a release. What seems like rejection will actually turn out to be redirection. I don't tear things apart. I move them to new places. I don't break. I take the bone away from the thorn. The one up there who cares about you is really hoping for your peace. They're saying, "Let go now so you can welcome the bigger thing that's on its way." This branch won't have any fruit for the next season. Once a tree has finished giving you its harvest, there's no need to keep watering it. I get that your heart has its own opinions. Your heart holds on to laughter, promises, those times they were there for you, those moments they embraced you, and those late-night messages that felt like a lifeline. Your heart holds on to that first sunrise with their name, and it feels uneasy about a sunrise that doesn't include it. Fear really makes its presence known as endings get closer. Fear plays out in every possible situation where you go after something that's slipping away and you end up with nothing but empty hands. Fear tells you that you'll feel empty. I think you'll be just fine. Fear tells you that you'll be on your own. I think you'll be on the same page. Fear tells you that you'll look back and wish you hadn't. I believe you're going to rise up. I've sent you confirmation after confirmation, just like you asked. I noticed the quiet heaviness you felt when they spoke, even though they didn't really mean it. I noticed the quiet that came after your really genuine message. I sent the delay that felt endless, like a vast desert. I sent that unexpected peace you felt on the day you decided not to check your phone for their reply. I shared a line from a stranger that you caught, and it felt like it was meant just for you. I shared dreams that pulled you away from that routine and guided you onto a fresh path. You referred to them as coincidences. I like to think of them as rescue ropes, tossed out repeatedly until you're ready to grab one and start climbing. Archangel Michael is saying it's time to let go of the weight that isn't yours to carry. I'm getting rid of the thing that's holding you back. Your life isn't something you owe to their confusion. You don't need to sacrifice anything to keep them warm. No need to explain what they already get, but choose not to acknowledge. The person who's leaving is picking a path that I won't let you follow along with. Some doors are meant for you to walk through, and others just can't be followed. It's not that they're bad, but rather that the lesson they were meant to teach you has come to an end. Sticking around any longer would just get in the way of what you need to grow. The one from heaven is giving a nod. They're not upset. They're really protective. They're softly saying your name, almost like it's a blessing. Just a little reminder that you were loved even before this person came into your life. And you'll still be loved once they're gone. They're asking you to make a choice for yourself, just like they did when you were too young to make that decision on your own. You're not being asked to get rid of any memories. Always hold on to that kindness. Clear up the confusion. Hold on to the lesson. Let go of the cycle. Let's keep that growth going. Let go of the hold. You're keeping your heart open. It looks like you're wrapping up a pattern. You're not shutting down love. You're shutting off the faucet that never filled you up. You're not failing at all. You're about to graduate. The test was never about who could hold on the longest. So, the real question is, will you pay attention when heaven whispers gently before you find yourself needing it to shout? You've got just 45 minutes since the day has an assignment lined up for you. The clock isn't out to get you. It's all about recognizing your readiness. When you agree to this word, you'll notice that old ache starts to ease up. Your body will let out a breath it's been holding onto for months. The room will feel like it's opening up. You'll feel the next instructions coming together like a bright storm. Tomorrow, you won't be waking up to fix what I'm putting to an end today. Tomorrow, you'll wake up getting ready for what I'm working on right now. You've got more than one heart to carry, haven't you? You've stepped into spaces and changed the vibe, even when it wasn't your job to do so. You've turned silence into an excuse and shrunk yourself down to fit into a story that just didn't have space for all of you. I don't celebrate the version of you that holds back. I crown the version of you that's here and ready. Archangel Michael is saying to stand up. The one from heaven says to stand up. When you stand, anything that isn't meant to be with you will just fall away on its own, no effort needed. When you stand, what's meant to be will come to you without you having to plead for it. When you get up, the maps change. When you stand, your name comes back to you with a sense of pride. Don't be afraid of anger. Anger lets you know that your boundaries are coming to life. Don't be afraid of grief. Grief shows that you're willing to feel and connect. Don't be afraid of trembling. Trembling is just what our bodies do when they step into the light. There's no need to be afraid of silence. In the quiet moments, that's where I carve out the new instructions. Right now, you're not losing any language skills. You're getting rid of the noise. You're not missing out on what's to come. You're sharing a prediction that was never really on point. You're not losing someone who has your back. Just a reminder that I'm the one who's got your back. The person who's leaving for good might not even slam the door. They might just float away. They might use fancy language to cover up a straightforward reality. They've wrapped up their season with you. Just finish it up. Finishing something feels really special. Incomplete completion is like a loop that has you going around the same empty well over and over. I'm not trying to loop you in. Get ready, because your miracle is just around the corner. It's coming in the next 48 hours. It might not be obvious right away, but you can already feel the energy changing. Get ready for some calls, messages, and maybe even a few surprises coming your way. Whisper this gently, Archangel Michael, I'm all set for my divine alignment. Go ahead and drop an amen in the comments if you believe. Your restoration is sealed by heaven. With my hands folded, my dear chosen flame, this is the last big reveal. Michael says, let them know I've recorded their victory in heaven's book. What was held up is finally on its way. What used to hurt has turned into something strong. Make sure you don't skip it. In just a few seconds, everything is about to come together. It looks like heaven is sending you some good vibes in the form of a surprise. You'll get a letter, a call, or an opportunity when the time is just right. And when that moment comes, you'll think back to this very message. The one who walked away from you isn't the final chapter. They were the connection to your true blessing. Heaven's new plan for you is all about joy that sticks around, love that feels good, and peace that stays with you. The Archangel Michael is right there behind you. With his sword shining bright like gold, he declared, "Their story is safe." Before you scroll away, take a moment to whisper these words. I'm all set for my miracle to happen. I've been chosen. I'm surrounded by this amazing divine light. Looks like heaven just gave you the green light. Your time has arrived. With my hands folded, I think of you, my cherished divine warrior. So guess what? Archangel Michael just opened a new scroll. Your name really stands out more than ever on it. And right below it, heaven has jotted down just one word: reversal. Michael says, the same voices that made fun of you will eventually sing your praises. There's someone out there who left you hanging, and now they're watching you succeed, totally shocked by it all. Loss can actually become your source of strength. Heaven noticed the way you loved so genuinely, and how you waited without seeking revenge. That's why divine justice is in play now. Tonight, you'll find a door where you thought there were just walls. You could experience a wave of calm, catch a gentle breeze, or notice those numbers popping up again and again. That's like heaven giving us a nudge about the change. Did you know that Archangel Michael has sent 3 angels to be around you right now? One for peace, one for wealth, and one for protecting your destiny. Make sure you don't miss this message. This is your moment to start fresh. The pain that used to define you is now going to shape you into something better. Heaven suggests that the narrative has shifted from what you've lost to what you're on the verge of gaining. Drop an amen in the comments if this prophecy is hitting home for you. With hands folded, my dear child of the promise, Michael is right behind you, and his wings are shining with a blue fire. He says, let them know the storm has passed. Rainbows are definitely a thing. You've been through a lot, feeling tested and misunderstood, and it's like you've been left in silence for way too long. But now, it feels like heaven is crafting your comeback. Make sure you don't skip it. The next few seconds hold a fascinating secret. The person who walked away from you will eventually regret their decision. They'll definitely recall your name when their peace is gone. Since you were never the issue, you were the gift they just couldn't see. Heaven suggests that in the next 10 days, we can expect something surprising to occur. But you know what? What felt like an ending is actually going to become your story to tell. Michael tells them to get ready for a fresh start. All right, let's tidy up your space, clear your head, and get set for what's next. It looks like new energy, love, and fortune are coming together in your life. Type amen if you think your new season begins now. With my hands folded, there you are, my cherished golden soul. Archangel Michael shares, heaven is sending you a divine visitor, not in the flesh, but in the spirit. This soul is the one who once walked away from you for good. They'll be visiting you in your dreams soon, not to scare you, but to set you free. Make sure you don't skip it. This is the moment when the message becomes something special. They'll softly say, thank you, just before they fade away. That's when you'll know that heaven has wrapped up that chapter for good. When that dream comes true, you'll feel your energy boost, your mind will be clearer, and good things will start coming your way more quickly. Michael says, let them know the past is done and dusted. Their new identity is now up and running. You've moved on from being the person who waited in tears. You're the one that heaven is rewarding right now. All those quiet acts of kindness you've done, they've definitely been noted up there in heaven's books. Stick around until the end because the countdown to heaven is finally over. What you thought was gone for good is about to come back, but this time it'll be even better, brighter, and here to stay. Just say amen. And let's celebrate that my release is here. With my hands folded, you are my beloved eternal light. Here's what Archangel Michael has to say about this revelation. He says, let them know it's all taken care of. The message that starts off with sadness wraps up with strength. Heaven's got your back, and it's clear that the person who's leaving isn't someone you needed to hold on to. That was your freedom. Make sure you don't skip it. As you listen, the final blessing is coming down. It feels like a heavenly hand is reaching out to your destiny scroll at this very moment, flipping the page to reveal peace, prosperity, and your true purpose. Michael whispers, every broken piece of their heart will turn into diamonds of strength. One day, you'll look back and see that this pain was just the start of your wings. The angels are cheering for your strength, your patience, and your belief. Your reward is on heaven's calendar. This time, it's definitely not going to be delayed. Before you head out, just put your hand on your heart and say, I am chosen, I'm on the rise, I'm available. Just go ahead and say, Amen. Pass this message along and show the heavens your faith in action. Starting tonight, you're entering a phase of divine restoration. With folded hands, my dear shining light, Archangel Michael is right here, his wings spread wide, wrapping your name in divine energy. He says, let them know the new chapter has started, but they need to stay on their toes. Don't skip this part. It's more than just a message. It's like a prophecy unfolding right before our eyes. It seems like someone who used to be in your life is keeping an eye on you from a distance. It's not because I'm angry, but more because I feel regret. They didn't see your silence coming, did they? It's got a power all its own. Now they're curious about how you managed to rise up after they walked away. Michael says, just don't chase. Just skip the explanation. Just let the universe take care of the things that are out of sight, because before you know it, that person will be mentioning you in important conversations. They'll come to see that your love was like a protective shield, just hidden in plain sight. Stick around until the end. It looks like there's a big change going on in your timeline. Closed doors are going to swing wide open. Those who once doubted you will come looking for your advice. It looks like the universe is getting ready to back you up. So, Archangel Michael is the one leading the script. Whisper, Heaven, I'm ready to embrace what's meant for me. Michael says, the blessing that's on its way will wipe away the pain that tore them apart. The world that witnessed your tears will soon be there to cheer you on. The nights that wear you out will soon shine with tranquility. Make sure to stick around until the end, because the angel of transformation is stopping by your place tonight. You could experience some warmth, a tingling sensation, or even a surprising sense of calm. Looks like we've got the green light that the divine transition is officially underway. I'm ready to let go of the past and embrace my heavenly promise. Tonight, Archangel Michael is putting together one final decree in heaven's book. He says, let them know they passed the test. You didn't crack. You didn't swear at heaven. You kept your faith alive, even when things got tough. Now, every tear you've shed is transforming into something fruitful. Make sure you don't skip it. It's that time for your rewards. The gates of heaven are wide open, and your name is resonating through the divine halls. You're about to experience financial blessings, make unexpected connections, and find some emotional healing, all coming your way. Michael says, the person who left will see you shine and get it. It was never a loss. It was a redirection. Your journey is blessed and shining bright. No curse, no jealousy, and no betrayal can stand in the way of what's meant for you. Heaven says, starting today, every door will be open for you. You've been chosen, you're protected, and nothing can hold you back. Go ahead and say it out loud. I'm pretty sure I'm heaven's favorite. Things are shifting in my story right now. Archangel Michael says, the cycle has come to an end. We've learned the lesson. The reward is on, not for what's on the way, but for what's already started. Being thankful can open doors quickly than just praying. Heaven is letting you know you were never forgotten. You were getting ready. Every quiet moment felt like a setup. Every heartbreak was like a seed, and now look at your garden of miracles blooming. Michael's sword is now resting over your name. Nothing negative can get to you. You're entering a time of incredible opportunities. Speak these words with belief. I'm open to the healing. I'm all in for the abundance. I'm open to the love that's meant for me. Pass this message along and let Archangel Michael know that you heard the call from heaven and you responded. From now on, your story is all about the light. With hands folded, my dear miracle bearer, Archangel Michael shares, the scroll of destiny has turned another page. Heaven has witnessed everything you've been through, your strength, your belief, and your struggles. And tonight, that pain turns into a prophecy coming true. There's already a change happening with your energy. Heaven really came through. Let your heart be open wide. This message isn't meant to be entertaining. It's a confirmation. The same light that brought you here is also paving the way for you, setting up calls, connections, and those little coincidences that bring joy your way. Archangel Michael is right there in the light, holding a scroll sealed with gold, and he's softly saying, "Stay till the end. This is the moment they really need to hear." You've faced some tough times that really tested your spirit. And look at you, still here, still holding on to that belief. Every tear you shed helped nurture the ground for your blessings. All those prayers you quietly shared in the dark helped create a path to this bright morning. The universe has noticed your heart, and now the reward is coming to you, softly and gracefully. Michael says, "Let them know the wait is finally over." Guess what? The message you've been waiting for, that confirmation you've been wishing for, it's already on its way. You might not be sure who's bringing it, but it seems like heaven has picked the right messenger for the job. In just a few hours, you'll start to see the signs popping up. You'll find yourself smiling effortlessly. Peace will rest on your shoulders, just like the warm sunlight. As you listen, you might notice some invisible doors opening just for you. The walls that held you back are now becoming windows of opportunity. The path that had you feeling all mixed up is now being filled with some divine guidance. Your story is now out in the open. It's turning into quite the story. God is changing the story that others tried to wipe away. You're right on track. You're right on time. Archangel Michael smiles and raises his sword, which is shining brightly, declaring, "People will talk about them positively. Their voice is going to have a lot of impact. Their life is going to shine with a sense of divine order." Every second you hold on to your faith, something unseen starts to come together. A person who used to have doubts about you is now going to cheer you on. A promise that felt like it was gone is making its way back home. Michael says, "Let them know to share this message and subscribe, because faith needs to spread." Every share sends out another wave of hope into the world. Every subscription links you to a continuous stream of blessings that heaven is always sending through this channel. Take a deep breath, dear one. Imagine the calm gently embracing you. This isn't the final part of a video. You're kicking off your breakthrough season. You've gotten through the waiting and the testing, and now it's time for the big reveal. Once you finish reading this message, just look up and gently say, "Thank you, Archangel Michael. I think heaven has really listened to you."